It can be really tough today when you're out there as a content entrepreneur. There are three things that I'm going to share with you in this video that can help you understand, first of all, where we are, but then how to overcome those and how to achieve the dream that you want. Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and I've been a content entrepreneur for many, many years, working at it. Hey, undergrad school was radio, TV, and newspaper, and I worked in those areas, and I've also had the opportunity to create content with podcasts, with video online in some of the first areas. And I want to share with you just entrepreneur to entrepreneur here in my study. Nothing real fancy, no big deal, but what you can use that you can put to work right away. One of the first things we got to realize is, hey, there's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of good content. Matter of fact, Gina, my partner and my fiance, we sit and we watch videos in the evening. And the challenge comes, you might be able to relate to this, there's so much good, we can't digest it all. I mean, we'd be up till 5 or 6 every morning, not getting any sleep at all. But there's so much good, and that's who you got to compete with. That's who I've got to compete with. So what do we do about that? Well, there's certain things you can do on that, and I'm going to share those with you as well. Oh, and here's another thing. It's easier now today to create content than ever before. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's really good because we can put it together. I'm using my smartphone here, and I use lots of little tools that we talk about in our Raving Entrepreneurs program. We show how to do it step by step, how to make that happen. But the challenge is, hey, everybody else can do that too. Your competitors can. So there's lots of niches. I think it's great, actually, that we can now have opportunities for all voices to be heard. I really want that. I think what we need is much more communication. I think the best way to stamp out hate speech and speech that is really bad is more free speech, so that we face it, we go, hey, wait a minute, you said this, this, and this, and here's the evidence against that. It's this, this, and this. Not just to say, oh, we must silence them, we must not let them be heard. Today, come on, they can be heard. They're going to go out there and they're going to do it in some other channel if you try to shut them down. What we need to do is let there be more free speech. But that means you and I have to come up with some things that are dazzlingly beautiful and worth people listening to. Oh, and point number 3, here's something I'm going to share with you. It's not fun, but nobody really cares about your content. Okay, sorry. Your content really doesn't matter. What does matter is solving the problem that others have. Because think about it. Do you really care about all the content that's out there? No, you can't. There's so much there. But when you've got a problem and you're going into YouTube going, how to solve leaky drain, if you've got a leaky drain problem, or how to fix a broken shutter if you've got a broken shutter. This is what people want. And those who have created a problem on how to fix that leaky drain or how to fix the broken shutter, they're going to get their attention. Those people are the ones that we've got to look after and think about who is having a problem. So you got to take care. And that leads me into the solutions for this and how we can deal with those 3 uncomfortable problems. So number 1, you've got to solve the problems in a specific niche. Don't try to solve the problems of the world. Find something that is really tightly focused that you can do. For me, I'm looking at entrepreneurs who are content creators, entrepreneurs who have a message they want to give to the world, who believe in the live and let live philosophy. We've talked about this for a long time now. Live and let live. It's the idea you do whatever you want, but we embrace the non-aggression principle, NAP. That means you don't initiate, keyword, initiate force or coercion against others. You live peacefully. If somebody does something that we don't like, hey, well, that's their business, as long as they're not harming someone else and they take responsibility for what they're doing. You don't defraud others, you don't coerce them, you don't harm them, and living that way is good. And people who embrace that with an entrepreneurial style is our niche. And that's what you want to do, is find some niche that you can serve based on your background and the unique characteristics and traits that you have, the education, the experience that you have. Embrace those, and that's going to be the first step that you want. Okay, here's the tough part. Number 2, you've got to really do your research and develop expertise in a particular area that matters. I'm talking about something that's really good. You might be good, as I often like to say, you might be the world expert on tsetse flies in Ethiopia from the 15th century. Well, that's real good, Sparky, but who cares? You know, we got to find something that's going to solve our problem. If you are the one who can solve this niche, ooh, that's good. Think about it. If you had problems with your heart, you would want the very best cardiologist around to help you and to operate on you and to solve that problem. If your loved one, a real precious loved one or friend needed help, you would want the very best cardiologist to help on that. And that cardiologist had to study specifically. She had to really learn that field, put in the time, the money, the energy to learn what works and what doesn't work, make mistakes and go from there. Hopefully don't make mistakes on people, but our medical system's got some really nice safety steps in place for that. And I trust those professionals. Well, you got to be that professional in a certain area. Find out where you have expertise, you have a passion for it as well. If you're an expert in something that you don't like, that's not going to be good because you're going to give up quickly. But you want to like it, and then you want to find the people in that market who are ready, willing, and able to pay you for that expertise. That's what we've got to do. So that means you don't stop. You keep learning, keep doing your research. Okay, and this last admonition I'm going to give you in step is really important, but it's painful, particularly for those of us, shall we say, of a certain age. You got to put aside what you've done. What you've done, we really don't care about. It's good that you did this 10 years ago or 2 years ago or even last week. We really don't care as much. What we do care about is what can it do for me? So it's nice at what you've done. I'm not saying throw it away. I'm not saying forget it. Hey, I've done a few things myself and have done that. I'm really honored that certain honors I've received, certain awards. That's good. That's good. But that doesn't matter today. What does matter is the needs of your market. Look at their problems, the areas where they're hurting, the areas where they need help, and then you get the skills, you get the research, and you solve their problems. Our world is filled with all kinds of crap that's going on right now. There's some macro things that are happening that are just not good. And we talk about these more and more in our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs programs, and we deal with them. Matter of fact, we'd encourage you to come by and visit us. Our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs every Wednesday, at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, we have that available. You got to come over to see us. It's at starkravingevent.com. Register there, starkravingevent.com. You'll register for free. Come in. You get a chance to learn and grow that way. And we've got programs where we can help you even further. Our bronze level, our silver level, and a VIP level where we really give you the help that you need. We do it with you so that way you get a chance to learn how to solve these problems. And so the opportunities are there. I encourage you to get out there and look at what is available. Look at what you can do to enhance your skills, to serve your market, that niche that you're going to work with, and then you're going to be able to profit from that in a live and let live way, entrepreneurially, getting out there and doing it with a non-aggression principle in a voluntary way. Hey, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And by the way, let's help the world. Here's a specific way you can do this. Share this with your community. This is a message that many people need to hear, and I need you to help me on that. It would mean the world to me. If you could take this and share it with others so that they could benefit from this message, so that we can propagate peace. Let peace be out there in the world, non-aggression principle, voluntary living, doing this in a way that helps others and makes the world a better place. Thanks for being with me today. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Hey, don't stop now. We've got a lot more videos out there for you about freedom and liberty, living the life of an entrepreneur who believes in live and let live. Matter of fact, here's a way you can make a positive difference in the world. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. That lets the algorithms know, the wacky algorithms know, that hey, people like this kind of thing of live and let live and doing it in a peaceful way. Thanks for being here with us, and we're looking forward to hearing from you.